What's happening, your fam? How you guys been doing? Today, again, I would like to talk about KHABIB versus McGregor because there are so many things that weren't really discussed so far. So I would like to talk about this topic one last time before I move forward in my freaking life, and you guys should do also. I just want to say what KHABIB did was wrong, period. He shouldn't have jumped over the cage, but when trying to find a person to blame, I definitely blame the UFC and not KHABIB or McGregor, but more to that later. But to come back to the fight, everyone will absolutely realize that KHABIB was a better fighter. I feel like McGregor played so dirty and KHABIB had to talk many times to the referee that McGregor is doing something illegal during the fight. So KHABIB was not just focused to fight against McGregor, he had to use energy and focus to keep talking to the referee also. What is just insane when you think about it, especially when you fight for the title. The referee should have said something before even KHABIB mentioned these illegal behaviors. McGregor was holding his gloves, what is super illegal in the MMA, his shorts, and punched few times illegal. On the end, it is very clear McGregor didn't fight clean. I believe he realized that KHABIB was stronger than him, so you start basically acting illegal to get something out of this fight or to get out of this situation. Many people were talking BS about the fight that was happening on the ground most of the time. They found it boring, but it is totally legal in MMA and it is a regular tool that these fighters use. So you can't really throw dirt on that, period. But let's come to the fight. I mean, after the fight. I mentioned earlier that I give the UFC the fault in what happened in the end because I believe that the UFC should have tightened the strings for both camps from the beginning, because they know these two camps hate each other, and especially after the bus incident they should have made it clear that you can't do that. But instead UFC used that for their own promo campaign, what is just outrageous when you think about it. And yes, now you can say, but KHABIB slapped a friend of McGregor in the beginning, and yes, that's true also. But when the UFC don't do anything about that and you let it go and use these moves for your advertising campaign, then you can't really be mad at it what happened on the end. It's like drinking alcohol all night long and then getting into your car and driving home without your friends holding you back from driving. I mean, some will happen no matter what. But the best part is that after KHABIB made McGregor tap like a chicken, KHABIB the Maniac jumped over the cage, what is not cool also, and jumped into McGregor's friend Dylan. But to understand why he did it, trust me, nobody would just jump over the cage when someone wouldn't say something so disrespectful to someone else. Even Dana White is saying what happened here.
I saw one of Conor's guys yelling at KHABIB, and KHABIB ran and jumped over the octagon.
Till this moment, we see everything very clear. Then there is a misleading story, what really happened after. I watched the scene from different angles, from different views, from different videos, and I realized that nobody hit McGregor first. Everyone is saying that McGregor got hit by 3 of KHABIB camps, and even Dana is lying for Conor here.
2 of KHABIB's guys got into the octagon, and one guy hit Conor with some shots and from behind, and then that's it.
Without even making his own decision or having apologized to KHABIB's camp after on Twitter or any other social media platforms. He must have seen these footages, right? You can see here very clear that McGregor is trying to jump over the cage, the security is trying to hold him down. Then you see that McGregor is hitting KHABIB's camp first, then it gets just out of control from that point on. And yes, it is wrong. It is all the mistakes from the last few weeks, month, where McGregor or KHABIB acted too aggressive. But I 100% give the fault to the UFC. They just thought about their own profit here, than making it clear from day one that you can't not do that, what McGregor or KHABIB did before the fight. I personally believe that McGregor was just too dirty from day one than KHABIB was. They let McGregor's string way too loose even when he was fighting against Mayweather 2 years ago. I mean, you guys seen it, you guys know what I'm talking about. And we all know and often like it when McGregor trash talks. But in my opinion, you cannot talk about someone else's religion or family this so disrespectful and don't expect to get hit. Maybe someone else will take this very pride and will act stupid like Khabib did. There are many incidents where this happened before, and it will happen again and again and again. And now Gregor wants a rematch, and I believe this time this will be in Russia. And in my opinion, it's going to be a bigger lose for Gregor, but time will show. Anyways, that's it from me, guys. I wish you Khabib and Gregor fans only the best. And yeah, if you like this video, please share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. And please never forget, be positive, stay positive, and karma will always handle the rest. Karma is a very important component in life. Gregor should know now. Till next time.